So, for most people, a 1.4 liter, 150 horsepower, and 184 pound-feet of torque is good enough. But for some people, they don't want just your ordinary Jetta. They want a little bit extra. And that's why we have the Volkswagen GLI, to get a little bit more. And that's exactly what we're going to be reviewing today on Torque Junkies, coming to you right now. So, the first thing that I want to talk about the GLI is going to be actually one thing that you don't really expect in a performance vehicle, and that's going to be space. You don't really expect for a car to have, or for a sporty car to have good space in it. It's going to be one of the things you're knowingly going to go and take away from the car. So with this car, you're actually going to be completely different. You've got a ton of space. So I know I haven't done it in a while, but I want to go and check out where the trunk is by jumping in the trunk. Let's see if it passes the test. All jokes aside though, this trunk is huge. I mean, it's very, very deep. There's a lot of depth to it, and it's also very wide. And even the opening itself is very wide. For example, I reviewed the Camaro a couple months ago, and I gotta tell you, it actually was very spacious, but the opening itself was like this. And just for somebody who's maybe looking around and wondering what kind of sports car they want, I would consider one of these, especially if you're looking for something a little more convenient, a little more easy to use or user-friendly like this car, especially if you have kids. You can put the strollers in and out. I guarantee you in the Camaro, it's going to be a little hard to put it right in the trunk. So the second thing that I want to talk about is actually going to be the performance. This car has actually a 4-cylinder turbocharged engine with 210 horsepower and 207 pound-feet of torque. And like all Volkswagen, it receives all that torque at 1500 RPMs. Some receive it at 18, but this one received it right at 1500 RPMs. That's actually one of the things I really love about the performance-oriented Volkswagens, or just Volkswagens in general when it comes to their turbo technology. You can get all that power early on and not have to take it to, let's say, a racetrack to really enjoy the power in the car. You can go to the grocery store and have a great time. So for example, let's say like a Honda Civic Si. Great car, and I'm not going to go and knock on the car. However, I am going to go and say that it's a little more convenient to get the power early on. I actually drove the Honda Civic Si, and you have to really rev out. It's got a lot of horsepower. It feels really good once you're up in the rev line, but you have about from 5,000, maybe 6,000, all the way to red line. That's where all the torque is. So you really have to rev it out to really enjoy the vehicle. If you're not revving it out though, it just feels like your grandma's car. So the third thing I want to talk about is styling. And I've got to say, I really have a soft spot when it comes to German styling. I really think that the square lines, it's sophisticated looking and it's simple. It's not too crazy like a lot of cars today are very swervy and a little bit too much for me. So one of the things I want to talk about too with it is that all the details that are added on to the GLI, even though it is a sporty car and you can tell that it's a sporty car, it's not in your face sporty. It's the subtle details that I like about it. The red calipers, the 18-inch wheels, the red line in front of the grille. It has very nice side skirts that add a really nice touch to the car. Also with the front grille, it has a nice little scoop in the bottom too to give it a little extra sport on there. Going to the inside though is a whole different story. It's very obvious that it's sporty. You have the red piping on the seats. You have the nice bucket seats inside too, with the red on the dash, and the steering wheel has the exact steering that's on the GTI. You also get rain sensing wipers, Fender audio system, and many other things. And just remember, this is all standard with this 2017 Volkswagen GLI. So number 5 is actually going to be safety. This car has so much safety in the car, it's unbelievable how many things they packed into this car. So first off is going to be your standard backup camera. It's a nice size screen, nice quality, nice and clear, not too glitchy or jittery. And the fourth thing is going to be the cross traffic alert in the rear. So as a car approaches me, it gives me a beep to let me know that someone's passing. So just to recap, this car has awesome styling, tech, performance, space, and safety. And all that added together really adds a very nice sports car to the sports car segment. I think that if you're looking at a performance vehicle and you might have kids or you just want something that's comfortable and sporty, I take a really long, hard look at the Volkswagen GLI. that concludes my video, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. And also, like always, if you enjoyed this video, I would recommend subscribing. And if you have any questions or anything, comment in the bottom below. Let me know what is it that you like of the Volkswagen GLI. Thanks a lot, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.